Oh wow, what a shot. Just short. I think on the other table, Dave's the yellow next to the black passes. He might try to stun up into that red that's near the yellow on the bottom cushion. That's exactly what he's done. So the yellow must pass into the middle, drops that in.
Oh, it's an amazing shot. I don't know how the angle is. I don't know if he can just use top ball on that yellow end. I think it's towards the left of the yellow, but I can't say for sure.
That's a lovely little cannon.
Yeah, he's just gonna run this cue ball here.
Use the natural angle, open up the black. Pushes the black side cushion. White comes up the table, off the left-hand side of the red. And this is why so many people are so happy to see this fella back in the playing pool.
It'll be interesting to see what he does now. I think he's gonna.
Could come the table and off the second red.
Yeah, looks like he's aiming.
If not, skims it and puts it on the top cushion. Doesn't think it goes. What an effort off the red.
What an effort. Wow.
So if you're Sean coming into the table now, take your cherry, come around off a 2. It's other table. Clint's. He's got the one really difficult yellow. I wouldn't mind. It's actually not. That's not a bad snooker really. He's cut off from across the table as well. It's going to take a little bit. If you can, he's put him into trying to play it off the 2 cushions. Yeah. And
Amazing.
yeah, so here we go. So Clint's got he's coming around and he's decided he wants a better angle. This will be quite a pivotal sort of player at the moment. Dave McDonald's doing really well, sitting second on the percentages at the moment. I think I just put the S on him. Interesting the way he takes this. I think he's going to try and just land, give himself a shot on the yellow. Yeah, maybe even play it. I think he's looking at playing it maybe a shot to nothing as well. Yeah. And then with these, there's this. There's another little look. Double check the double if the double's there. If not, keep on option 1 or 1.5. And then you play this, so ideally you want to be playing it so you're running towards it. That way you can choose exactly how you want to.
This is not an easy shot. That is not an easy shot.
That wiped its
That's
feet.
a good shot. That's a good shot.
This is also, with these pockets, extremely tough shot, but has just enough weight so it grips. If it misses, it spits out about 5 inches along the cushion. Shot.
It's a good finish. It's a good finish. Especially that last red before the black. That was a key shot. Played that well.
What a shot. Lovely little shot. He's left himself a touch short. He's oh. Hey, it's a clean. Well, the way I play it, punch this into the middle, drops down onto the bottom cushion. This runs up the table. Just like that. That's a lovely little shot there by Clint. Yeah, that's huge. Oh, the key's not here. There's the
Go, Sharks. Go on, Ron.
ask at the bar. I'd say that Ronnie's going to play the turnover shot here. Just take the pocket. After all, he pretty much controls the rest of the table here. And he's also left it.
Smash.
Be interesting who's called this to actually hold up the the frame, the round, because Clint's just finished. I think he's just going through and having a look, double checking on subs. And this is it'd be quite an interesting play. Might ask him a few questions about it later. How a captain goes about having 7 players to fit into a 5. A lot of experienced heads in this room. Interesting how he plays this. Just a little turnover shot. Happy Gilmore over the back there. I think he's just having a little quick half team chat. Just trying to settle the boys, keep everyone just cool and calm and composed. Ooh. It's be interesting how he decides to move that yellow. It's might choose to go for it now. It comes with a little bit of running side. If it, yeah, so Ron's basically just decided that he's going to put a linking ball up there. Ron's just decided to manipulate the frame by putting the yellows up the table into a linking situation. Everything's miles behind that. There's different from that, and what's real. What do I commentate on?
This one.
Okay, I commentate on this. Ron's just going to put another yellow up the table. And I think he's got a choice here.
Just
Either
missed
probably a fair bit of drag and running side to come across to open them up, but because you're opening up into the way that the balls are sit, they don't really open up that yellow. It'd be interesting if he just decides to just play the black up the table into the cluster. Ron's decided to get rid of one of the balls and open up his yellow.
Just gonna test out a replay here, just after this shot. Okay, let's just see how it goes.
Leaving him a little bit of a 2-ball plant here. If he gets it, he gets it. He may be pushing the other yellow onto or nearabouts the red. But against this man, it's On the other table, Simon Hibbs is playing very good pool at the moment. This is looking like a nice match at the moment. It's 4-3 to the Assassins. Be interesting how he chooses to play this.
After that stupid goal.
He's going to try and put it into the bottom right.
Oh, it's not bad. Still not easy for Scott here. He has 4 balls on almost each side of the table.
Yeah, this one here, punch that in, run up into the, well, I'd play into it. Even here, and plays the same shot again. Top with a little bit of right. Comes straight into this side cushion. You're onto a double, into the corner pocket. It's all about nice relaxed backhand and getting through the white. From here, you may play off the 2 cushions and screw it straight back and sit on the back rail in the middle of the table. Try and run the red off the 2 cushions onto the other red, so you open them both up in such a way that there's a chance of actually re-snookering him as well. Because this is now a free shot for Ron with the way they are. All he needs to do is figure out easiest pocket to get the white down to the other end of the table. I think you might find that he might
back round to pot this, to be honest.
Yeah. But he'd like to play it as a shot to nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just having a look at where those two, how they link as well, where he's going to leave the white. I think that he'll play this off the 2 cushions, side cushion, top cushion, then come back down the table.
Jinxed it.
He might have actually thought, where do I not want to leave the white? And that's pretty much what he's done. It's an interesting choice there. Look where the black is. You can either play it in a real positive way and open him up and then put him under a heap of pressure, or you put him under pressure now. So I would what a great idea.
That's not too bad. That's actually landed pretty well. It's a hard shot.
He may.
I think I can squeeze through.
He can drive a bus through there. Quite interesting.
Unlucky there for Scott. He, yeah.
That's the touch of Ron.
Yeah.
Where you can just manipulate the balls around the table, grind out a win. Everyone remembers all the great pot outs he's done. just keep himself in the frame, never looking out of the frame. And when you've got the ability to rest the white ball up against the opponent's balls, and really showcase what this game's about, tight little angles, tight little positions the opponent can be in. Another table, Gino, who I said earlier in the night was queuing exceptionally well, is still in his nice little bubble. Nice, interesting little shot here, depending on how he can get on it. He'll play that three-quarter bottom with the touch to the left. He's digging down on it. Yeah, he come between the black and the two. Yes, that's it. Comes around off the two cushions. And he's come out absolutely beautiful. Lovely.
Great shot.
And Gino's your typical left-hander. Understands his angles exceptionally well. And yeah, it's 4-all.
Wow.
So
you have a,
it's 5-4. It's looking like a close match. To me, I've just got this difficult red on the side cushion, and a difficult red down the table, and there's no real starters on the yellows. This is could have been a little bit more fortunate here, but he might be able to get on the. Yeah, that was a pretty key shot. It's going to be quite difficult for him to get on that red at the end of the table. Interesting. May choose to plays off the. He's decided to put a couple of balls down there and try and link them up. Yeah. Interesting how Clint goes about this here. He has basically he's got control of the table, not quite the control of the frame, but I'd probably sit him on about a 60-40 at the moment. But if I was Sean, I wouldn't really mind watching Clint pot himself into either trouble here or pot himself into victory. And if he walks the table, but yeah, you play this here, punch it in with a little bit of side, a banana into the face of the red. That pretty much just like that. It's come up a little bit tight up against it, so you can't really use it. However, it's difficult to see the angle. I think he's going to play the two-baller into the middle, or he'll play this. I think he'll play this into the corner and try and come across and stun into the top of the two yellows. The issue is he knows he's going to have a pretty difficult chance to actually hold on both that kind of really sucks for. Meanwhile, Sean will most likely look to. He's back on the same pocket again, putting his eggs into that basket there. It's a little bit unlucky where the yellows ended up next to the red because that was always a really free, tight snooker.
Yep.
Can flick balls around, come around, end up sitting behind it. So Clint's come out quite fortunate there.
Have one of those tables at home. That's it, Clint. Come on, mate.
There we go.
So, yeah, that yellow is pretty much the key shot, yeah.
Yeah, as long as he just doesn't end up on a two-baller. I mean, he's just a bit of a punchy, shorter shot. Yeah,
Try, bud.
kind of reached for it.
Yeah, I think he.
That's a lovely little shot. Just gets down and pots it. He's got a brilliant, beautiful angle on that top red, and plays this with the top and touch of right, and come down behind or into the gap. Kept it as simple as possible. Ooh. That's unlike Sean.
Oh, right.
I would have thought that he would have dragged that ball down. And
Yeah, the moment you're not in crowd, it's like, oh, now I'm playing. Come on, Cat. Go, mate.
It's not an easy shot, this, because naturally the white's gonna hit that red and bounce back to the right, so he needs to. Oh, that's why he's playing the other one first, I think.
yeah, it's finding a linkage.
Linkage, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
so that was the issue there.
yeah, cuts this and so you can punch it in. Top, run through, get on it.
Yes, Clint.
It's a great
Shot,
shot.
mate. Come on, pull shot.
That is a great shot.
Come on. Yes, Clint.
Yeah, that's the thing when you've been away from the game for a little while.
Yeah, you
He's
can-
just losing his timing just a hint. He's always playing catch up on a couple of shots he's played tonight. Absolutely beautiful. Not quite running through the white, not quite getting onto it.
Let's go, mate.
Mind you, this is interesting how you play this. You don't really like playing it off the left cushion because it gives you the black in no man's land. If he goes around it, which I would play, the baby swerve, it then gives him. That's yeah.
This game is a roller coaster.
Such a pivotal frame as well.
Yes.
I wonder whose play or tactic it is to have the slow play. That's the second round we've had where they're actually sitting it down. I know Clint's the captain. A big sigh of release, I think, from Sean there. And he's played it again with
That's good. That's good. That second shot's a good shot. First one he overcut it, but yeah, just
And but yeah, I wonder whose tactical decision that is to be holding up the play, with Clint being the back line at the end of the round, and he's furious with himself, as he would be. But that's an interesting play as well, if there's a reason why they're holding it up. I mean, Sean's been a wealth of experience, and same with Clint. So he's not really putting any pressure or any highlight on any of these players. Interesting reasons. And well, it looks like almost a mini team break. Both teams just pulling away and just having a chat. The Retrovision Pool Sharks are probably pulling some subs here, changing things around. Yeah, so I think it's Pool Sharks are just having a team chat. Personally, I think the Pool Sharks are actually playing the better pool, and the Assassins are actually getting the extra little things. And Clint, with all his experience, is putting a stamp on this and saying, "Nah," is actually pulling the boys out for a team chat. And this, a few weeks ago, I pointed out when the Pool Sharks played, and how it was very difficult if a player lost, how to be a captain rather than be on a player, and when you pull that time out, when you pull the boys in. And Clint, with all the experience, knows that the way the ebbs and flows. I mean, there's a lucky sort of win there you could call for Sean there, lucky sort of win for Scott Davidson earlier as well, in a couple of rounds before that. And the worrying sign for the Pool Sharks would be Dave Kelleher is not really having the best start to the night. And there's been master strikes, master breaks all the way through each round. It'd be interesting.
yeah, 5-all end of round 2, so it's placed well to go all the way till the end.
At 5-all, your best player is sitting on none for 2. I'd be very, very happy if I was the Assassins. If everyone's had a win, everyone's got something underneath their belt.
Yep.
The best player's still got magic to come. And the other side of the coin, watching Ron just being super happy and just dropping balls and having the pace of the table like a thumbprint is really worrying. And Gino, though, is still my key player. He's had a master break already, cueing the ball exceptionally well, and just having a chat to him lately with some of his bad results, he's actually just said, well, I've been really unlucky. Just the way the balls have come out, never really had an easy chance to get on my difficult ball. And I found that was the key as well, that just the attitude that he had coming in tonight and through the last few rounds.
I'm also a bit surprised here because Matt Isaiah has been subbed out after the first game, and the second and third Callum has replaced him. So yeah, I don't know if Matty's gone and said, I don't feel good.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. You've got 7 players in a team, so a happy worker is a good worker. when it's all neck and neck as well. Whereas you keep someone out fresh, then the other way you could choose to do it, you have one guy, you say, have a night off, buddy.
Yeah.
You know,
Saying that, I think they've just subbed him in. So
yeah. And that's I think that's just pure tactics as well.
tactics, yeah.
Matt really only had that kick on that master break.
Yep.
But here's one of those pivotal frames right here. Is I find it Dave Callagher and because if we look through the list.
Yeah, so Collingwood has been subbed out for round 3, and Maddie comes in. So I think they're just doing a rotational sub here. I think I'm guessing one player gets 5 and everyone else gets 4 games each.
I think they've got a bit of a problem here.
Oh yeah.
In the third round, it's been changed over to.
Oh, it has been changed. Okay, let's just try and refresh again. Yep, you can see that, yeah.
Okay, so Wayne and Callum. Right, Speed. Dave McDonald. Callagher, sorry. That's a lovely little shot. This gives him the out. Out there was the black. I know I'm calling it early, but plays this. Might have to run through off the cushion, come back out, but plays this. Reuses the tracer side. And comes out off the cushion. Ooh. Would want a little bit more, but puts this ball in.
Yeah, you can see his.
Yeah, from whereabouts he is there. Just as long as he doesn't get caught up in a tangle with the bottom red, he should be fine. And like I said, just in case he gets in a tangle with these reds. And it's
Yeah, I think the good thing for him is that he can use one of those reds to hold the white if he needs to. Oh, not that side.
yeah. Still, he should get this, but when you're none from 2 from the night, you know you're probably the standout player of your team as well at the moment in the season. These are that much more difficult. But he's an extremely experienced head.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
And look at the white
That's
as well.
a beautiful shot.
And left the white pretty much plumb on that back cushion as well.
Really nice.
That is a huge frame when you come back from when the opposition calls a timeout. That is 2 frames right there. One going into the break, and one coming straight back out. Probably in the 3rd and 4th round as well. Pivotal. Be interesting how Callum decides to play this. Punch this in. Oh, come on, buddy. I think he's on that. He's on that. That's a beautiful shot.
Oh, what a break.
Look how far the Blacks moved as well. It just shows how clean in the timing the ball. You got the quarterfinals on the weekend and or semi-finals on the weekend.
I hadn't really known the Y after. I think we've got 20 years in there.
But yeah, so Callum could or should go out here. It's actually quite a nice little. Well played. That's it, buddy. Just drop it in. Beautiful.
Oh,
That's quite big, really. 6-all. Pretty cool little shot here. Let's see what I think he's going to play. He puts this into the top corner pocket. Runs the white across the table. And a little bit of bottom. A little bit of kick out. And
oh,
obviously the angle wasn't quite there. The thing about Ronnie's game that's so beautiful is that he plays the pocket weight all the time. So here he could have played this into the corner pocket as I was suggesting, but he would have to really dig into it and force the white.
Yep.
And then who knows if he misses it, who knows
It'll
where
land,
that yellow is going to go.
Exactly, yeah. That's a good shot.
That's a shot of someone that's been putting a bit of practice in as well. Good touch. Instantly, real teaser. Baby swerve. Baby swerve. You take the pocket. You're leaving. It comes. Meanwhile, Sean he's just lost the white. Oh, that's a bit, someone could call that a bit unlucky, a bit stiff. How do you go about this?
Yeah, I think he's gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say because he still has that red to deal with as well on the left. So
Be interesting that he.
don't know what. Yeah, definitely playing a safety game here. So I think he's gonna.
Yeah, if you leave the top white and the top left hand.
Yeah,
Or the
exactly.
tail.
I think it's just gonna push
Yeah.
the.
Here's the man I. There you go. Gino's.
What a shot by Gino.
Yeah, he's so clean tonight. I picked it early in the practice, and to me it's the play you need to shut down. If I was Ron, I'd probably be looking to play it onto the right hand side of the left hand yellow onto the right hand side of it, towards that middle pocket, off the yellow, off the red, off the middle pocket. Playing a shot to nothing, or he maintains control of the table, clips this ball around and runs around and leaves the white in the top side. Oh, he's decided he can hold for it. Well played.
It's still difficult here.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a brilliant shot.
Wow. That is some shot.
Mesmerising. Gino playing superb. If Ron chooses to play up the table, he's got a
Perfect.
beautiful. That's Ron just sitting in his bubble, just enjoying himself. That would be my worrying sign. But this man here, Gino, at the moment, really, it's in a tricky sort of situation. I think he'll take the ball down the rail, and he might leave himself onto a double, or play it back into the middle. Yeah, he's tried to. Yeah.
It's rough. Yeah, it's gonna push that red in front of that yellow. Yep. That's good.
You've got. If I was Gino, I'd be playing this as a long double. Cluster up that yellow and the red. And then leave the white right behind the black. That's a beautiful containing safety. Really tight Scott. Scott's had a bit of a fortuitous start, a little bit unlucky, a little bit frustrating, so been an interesting way. Both. On the other hand, putting them up the table, taking the pocket, And yeah, getting through it really, really nicely. Yellow in the
It's a
middle of
good
the
shot.
table,
Yeah,
over every pocket basically.
it's really good shot.
Trying to let a little snooker here. This will be interesting to play this. You could play a long double. The most likely be the percentage play.
I think the plant is now on as well. I think
Yeah.
he's moved that right.
Just being an interesting play there. So that's the thing about Gino at the moment. He's brimming with confidence.
Yep.
Playing so well. Just drops that ball in. Which might actually say that the plant isn't quite on. But plays this onto the side rail, onto the back red. Okay. It's super, super dangerous there.
I think he's left this on.
Yeah. If not, he's left.
Yeah, he's left it on.
That's.
It's rough.
I'd probably be saying that's probably pushing the boat out a little bit too far. It didn't really need to pull the trigger there. That containing safety was quite high risk. He could have played, instead of dropping in the corner pocket, could have played off the two cushions, run it around, and left him on the snooker.
Yep.
Give him distance. But then, if I was captain, I'd be saying keep up being positive. So, Matt here's got a funky chance here, and he's not come out clean. I'd like, mind you, side cushion, face onto the face, rested up against. You've got a pretty good chance, almost like that, of really holding a bit of the frame. And I'd say that red there still goes as well into the pocket. Yeah, might be it's an interesting play. Yeah, plays a shot to nothing. Try and take control of the side of the table. Come down on everything. So you play this ball here at the top of the table. Take out the side three balls, and however you like. But then leave yourself a clean shot to come down onto the last one, and leaving it as a snooker. Or if you want to play the more tactical way, you play a long double on one of these last three yellows that are on the side of the table, and over the side of the table into a snooker as well. Give yourself the easy linkage.
Easy linkage, yeah.
Ball. It all depends how you feel. But he's kind of putting a lot of eggs in the one basket here.
Yeah, I'm curious what he's going to do here.
Yeah, you see, he's playing it as a must pot shot now by running through. He doesn't really want to do that. And I'm not surprised that he might have actually started out one way of thinking and kind of pulled the trigger and trying to pull the rope back in, so to speak. It's not almost double-minded. Yeah.
And the black's gone safe, so.
Matt's very good at his doubles.
Yes.
So I would be a little bit. I wouldn't be too worried if I was Matt. If he can, just going straight for the percentages here. Just knock it and try and leave it the white and the yellow touching. It's a good shot because it's still got angle.
I think the good thing here is I think he can also get the black out now for Scott Davidson. So I think he's gonna. Oh no, he doesn't.
That's a lot better safety because the percentage way of getting out, one cushion onto the side where the black isn't on. Now he's shredding it. It's be an interesting play. You could either you might actually be able to. Yeah, he's got to force the white pace here. That's a really nice shot. Matt Scotty then probably got one or two options really. He's going to stun up the table to snooker here, I think, and give him distance. It's the same problem with giving someone distance that you're putting the white so far up the table that your window of opportunity or window of control is always.
That's a good shot.
That's a really nice.
Really nice.
You might be able to play off the the right two yellows, the right hand side. You play the left hand side of that, cut it across to block the pocket. To block the red going into the pocket, so it blocks two ways. White goes at the other end of the table. On a cushion would be nice, but just make sure you block the path of the pocket. Yeah, on the other side of the table, Callum has played a nice little containing shot as well. Yeah. See. Yeah. I think he didn't want that to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Definitely didn't want that to go.
Mind you, yellow goes onto the side red. Put the red at the very top of the table onto the back cushion. Okay, this is going to be a highlights reel out of must-pot shots if he gets these.
Scotty's generally pretty attacking, so
he's been slowing down a fair bit on this out. It shows how
Oh, he's got lucky there.
Fortunate. You could. It's not really nice. Be interesting how he decides to attack this.
I think it's gonna leave the white. Yeah, that side.
So that's a nice hit because it's created as a must-pot shot or keeps the pressure on rather than allowing Scott just to play. Couple of options here. You play so the white runs into the yellow. The white runs into the yellow onto the red, sinks the red. Play as a shot to nothing into the middle. Play a double, or you play the double onto the actual yellow, onto the black. Sorry. So that's a pretty big hit.
That's a great double. Needs one more.
Yeah, it's not a simple little face cut double. Yeah. I'd actually play it off the cushion first so it spits the white onto the back cushion. Rather that way it's not as a shot to nothing.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. What a shot. The Assassins, I'd say,
they're up on the fortunate wins, and it's 7-9 to the Assassins. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite a interesting one, and Callum, a bit of a stride in his step at the moment. He looks quite calm, and he's playing quite well. Let's face it, Callum should clean up here. It's all pretty much these two key shots here, just to make sure that he doesn't block up the pocket. How he goes about it. Okay, he's playing I understand why he's played it that way. He's decided not to put too many eggs in the one basket. This kind of guarantees next time he walks to the table. However, there's always a chance that you don't walk back to the table. I'd be a couple of so he's got something up his sleeve here, and he might be playing red onto the side cushion onto the right hand side on the back of the yellow. It spits out across the table whereabouts his hip is, and then pots it into the other middle pocket. That's how I'd be playing this if it's on. Or he plays this as a maker's double. The two.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But basically, that's why you play the percentages.
Yep.
He put Dave into a bit of having a dip situation, but at the same time, he very, very nearly got it as well. So it's quite a difficult one to weigh up sometimes, but I think Callum made the right decision there.
Yeah, the good thing for Callum here is that now that red is just on the corner, you can always put the black on that left as well. Makes it that much easier because you can use that red as a cushion.
To me, this is the keyest shot here. But yeah, that's Matt with the kick to go master break, and then another unlucky shot as well to have the out. You could say that's two unfortunate losses to Matt. And then there's a gift from Clint earlier as well. That's 3. Plus another 1 or 2 that we've seen. I think the Assassins could count themselves a little bit fortunate here to be up, but that's Paul.
Yeah, I'd definitely play the other yellow screwed back and then play those two in the end, but I think he's... Yeah, it's still not a bad way, but...
Yeah, so that's why...
I think I'd prefer taking the other yellow first.
Yeah. That's basically why before I was saying this sort of was a key shot, because I thought he was going to take the side ball. I think what he's... be interesting.
It's still doable, yeah.
I mean, you play this pocket weight.
Exactly, yeah.
But then you play it as a blind pocket. Yeah, so that's not too bad. I think he might be coming across table a little bit. But yeah.
I think it's stuck on the cushion as well, so
And
Tee shot, yeah. Oh yeah, that's the risk.
so Dave will just go around off the 2, maybe 3 cushions, but
Yeah, this needs to. Oh, it's going behind.
stranger things can happen. Meanwhile, Dan's been going about this quite positive. He's sort of running on the wrong side of a lot of balls here, and he's had to play a little bit of catch up with the positioning. However, yeah, so Dave just there. That's a huge win for them there. That really puts another couple of frames. But if there was a person to steady the ship up next is Ron. But this has been quite a tale of ups and downs. Usually you'd assume that one team would start actually getting a little bit more of the run of the balls here and there. But just unforced errors, really, you can say, from Bull Sharks.
Definitely.
Which is...
That was terrible. No, fuck off. Yeah, I love that long double, mate.
Here we go. That's it. Wonder if this passes. Be interesting. Dan's. Let's have a look at his body language, and yeah, I'd say it goes. He knows it goes.
I don't know if it goes or he's just gonna
On
play
the
it.
side cushion first, onto the.
I think he's playing it as a save. I think he's knocking the yellow on the red and. Oh no, it does.
Beautiful.
You're right.
And then
Great
drops this
shot.
ball in, drops the black into the middle pocket. Be interesting. Dan's, like you said, was a really positive sort of person. So let's see if here we go, Clint already. Let's see them try and build some momentum here from this.
That's an awesome finish. Great finish by Dan.
Bang. They've got Ron up as well at the moment. He's got a decent chance here of actually clearing up on the Reds. Pots this, runs through, or is okay. He's screwing back for the one in the middle.
Go, Ron. Come on, mate.
Yeah. So I think he's lining up, just potting this into the middle, and then runs the white down into that red on the side. And just nudge. Ooh. I think one of these two reds must pass. And on the other table, Dave's pretty much had a huge break there, and quite unfortunate to be stuck on the side cushion, but he's got a basic, an easy starter. And yeah, he's got decent position. Ron really is on the out here. Just not quite. A little bit of manipulating with the white to do here, but not too much. He might play this and then punch it through, like stun run through, to take the red that's closest to the black into the bottom left-hand pocket, run through again, into red goes into the middle. Unless this passes into the top corner, that would, he's looking for better position. So ideally, that red that's next to the black is the one you finish on to make things easy, or easier. I think Dave's sort of playing the smart shot as well, making them make the play. That's a really lovely shot as well. That's another reason why Ron is such a good player. Even when he's out of position like that, to play the corner pocket, get back onto this one to play it as a straight shot, not quite on it, runs through, gets on it. He never, by his facial expressions, you can never really tell that he was actually that far out of position. Absolute gentleman of an opponent. That's a very nice snooker as well from Scotty. And with Scotty's huge double before into the corner pocket, pumped him up quite a fair bit. He's walked to the table there, put him under with all sorts of pressure with the double snooker. This would be quite an interesting way he plays this, how attacking he goes when he walks back to the table. Now that that red and that yellow are gone close together, I was actually not quite backing Scott to actually have a dip here to double that back into the middle pocket, but with it sitting there like that, it's quite interesting. Yeah, I think he might just run this through and sit on the top cushion. Oh, okay. Still going to have a dip, I think. Just don't really see how he thinks he can move that yellow to come in. I know it's got a bigger target, really, but chances that red spitting out and the yellow staying dead. Okay. You're putting all your eggs in one basket here, though. You're losing your... It's not a bad option, but he's only got 4 balls on the table. Where Dave comes out of this off the top ball of the table. It's interesting he's having a look at this ball here. See where it goes. I'm not too sure why. It's probably the safer of the balls to get out of, but I'd call that a bit of a nothing shot. I know he's in a snooker, but really that wasn't in a bad spot. Really, it didn't need to be moved. It actually was kind of helping you in many ways. Now he's put a ball up there that it links, but he's moved his ball that was closest to linking his difficult ball away. And that's allowed Scott to probably should have played a little bit better shot there as well, to be fair, but he gave him an easy nothing shot to play. But he's kicking himself because if he puts that yellow over this side pocket, the yellow that he can play then pushes the red down the table and stops. So now he's got quite a difficult chance here, really. Not too sure that Dave can really get right into it to come right up the table, or he tries to just miss the black and then kick out the. Then that's the thing about flying the white around the table or towards the middle pocket. You could say it's a little bit unfortunate there, but now from here, it's an interesting one. You play a little lady snooker.
Never heard someone call it that, by the way.
Well, it was to be honest, I think I was a little bit weak. There's a lot of other players or shots he could have played.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave's pulled out a miraculous shot there as well. And now, yeah.
Wow.
So Scotty he can call himself unfortunate there, but at the same time, yeah.
I mean, that just happened in like 5-10 seconds. He played that so quick as well.
So that's a lovely little shot.
Good shot. That's a really good shot.
You play top ball over the side cushion again. Create another linkage. He's brought the white out a fair way here, though. They're both very quick players. It's a and that's why playing that yellow to sit over the side pocket before was such a vital shot, because of that shot he could play.
Yep.
That is, you'd say that Dave's just starting to get the run of the balls in some ways here. Mind you, Dave's not the sort of bloke that you really want to snooker too often. But
yeah, I think he's gonna screw this and try to land on the yellow.
and he's also, I think he's just coming into a little bit of confidence. A huge double before against Matt. I don't like to call someone a confidence player, but yeah, see, even there,
He's landed
see,
right behind it.
Yeah, the Assassins really want to cash in while they've got the run of the balls here.
Really nice.
Yeah, a bit of a human highlight reel, really.
Scotty!
It's the sort of out that really annoys you, really, when you're watching. And I don't blame Dave for walking off like that, actually. Who we got at the moment coming up, though? We've got the other table. Clint's just getting back into Superleague and finding his feet a little bit. He's had a few scrappy-ish frames tonight. He's just a touch unclinical.
All eyes on
but
table 2 at the moment.
like I said before, Assassins with a lot of the run, a lot of the bits and pieces. even there, Clint should be quite annoyed with himself there. He's got to force the white.
I think he'll be happy with just the white boy man this time now.
He should be.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. It's a great shot. It's 4-10 all.
And as we can see here, if you look on the left-hand table, there are 1, 2, 3 players all watching, all ready to get straight behind their captain. That's a fourth. Bang, 4 players now. He is. They're all rallying behind their captain, letting them know. And that's a 10 all. It's been quite a scrappy night, really. There's been master break here and there, master visits in every round. And there's been some good quality pool. But I definitely would say that the Assassins have picked up the odd lucky frame. Maybe are overconfident, over pushing out the white, or pushing out the boat a little bit. But starting at the night, I had a chat with Clint about the lineup, and he changed it a little bit. He actually had himself and Ron at the end, but then he changed it to have Ron up first with the touch, and then Clint at the very end. Be interesting to see if.
I don't know if they're making any changes. So.
Yeah, I'd say that. I would be going back with Gino here.
Yeah.
It'd be a difficult one who you'd take out. And that is the issue of having 7 players as well. If someone sits down for so long and they come in, it's sort of.
Yeah, Gino 2 out of 3 and
a master as well. So you're not dropping Ron, you're not dropping Clint. Well, you shouldn't drop Clint. Matt hasn't had the results yet. At the same time, I'd say he's been the most unfortunate. But as a way of actually shuffling around all your team with 7 players, it's actually done quite well. He's actually given Callum 4 frames. He's given Dave Coleridge 4 frames. He's given Clint 4 frames. And Ron is sitting on. We'll get 5. We'll have 5 frames as well. Which is a fair bit of responsibility.
alrighty, they're starting now.
So
if you want to refresh it just once.
He's chosen to go on back with Matt, actually. He's dropped Clint.
There you go. So we have Ron, Maddie, and Gino. So you were right. Yeah, they put Gino back in.
Definitely. The reason behind it is because of the special round. Ron's got brilliant touch. Matt's lagging abilities is not to be underestimated as well. He wins quite a few. Gino's got beautiful touch. Dan's also quite a good touch player. And then I'd always have Clint at the very end as a backbone. He's just done it for years, and that's just how he is. So there we go. Matt just won the lag.
It's a good start. I'm also very... sorry, after you.
You go.
Now, I was going to say, I'm also excited to watch Ron versus Kellehertz because they versed each other at Kalgoorlie. And Kellehertz was ahead at one point. And then Ron came back. I think it was 5-3, and then Ron won 7-5 or something along those lines. So it'll be a good battle to watch.
So, as I said before, Ron with his touch. So straight away, Ron's won the lag.
Yep.
Matt's won the lag.
Yep.
When the last time the Sharks were actually on the TV table, I was maybe a little hypocritical of it, but they had the momentum. They had the 2 wins coming into the last round, and then they lost the momentum by losing the lag straight away, and then those 2 frames. Let's see. Once again, so see how Ron chooses to go about this. I'd say he's looking at.
Oh, it's land. Oh,
It's
it's
what
not a nice place to land.
Yeah, he hasn't quite got it exactly where he wanted it. In fact, this is horrible. This is horrid. He's got a shot on this outside, the left-hand yellow. He's going to have to punch this in quite and get through it.
What a shot. Oh. Oh.
That gives him double option.
Oh, he does have, he does have the...
Gives him... And all he really has to do is get the white to the upper table between these 2 yellows on the right-hand side. And he'll have both pockets to choose from.
Choose from,
it might seem like a difficult chance here, but this really is pretty much your pivotal shot. If you can get yourself so Ron's, I understand he was snookered to the way he was. Plays the bottom yellow, top yellow, and then comes down and finishes on the side yellow to make the commentator look like he really doesn't know what he's talking about.
That one's...
It's quite interesting here. I think he might stun across here, and then from there plays that yellow to bring the white out for the black. Yeah, or it'd be interesting if he plays it off the side cushion as well. He's running through here. I think he's trying to get behind this yellow.
What a shot.
From the positions where you think that he's not really going to get a walk back to the table, it's just the composure just to get down and not rush in through anything. Little pause on the backswing here.
What a shot.
And that's how you get yourself back into control.
Wow. What a beast.
And what do you have when you really need it?
What a beast.
And Gino wins the lag as well. That's 1, 2, 3 touch players. Straight up, straight away. Let's see how they answer back to this bit of it's 1-1, sorry, for this round. So this is quite interesting. That's really interesting as well. That is, wow. That's come on, Gino. Jeez.
Look at that cluster.
He's been really, really unfortunate, Gino, with his braking and the way the little clusters a little, I know he didn't get a ball there, but even if he got a ball there, there's just everything's easy except for one little area of the table that you can't quite access to.
Scott Davidson here breaks really well, so yeah, important break.
Yeah, keeping the white on the table. Absolute key to it. And that's another dry break that you wouldn't expect.
And clusters as well, so it's going to be 2 tactical frames here.
Um,
Unless, yeah, someone...
I think I'd rather be the yellows on the left-hand side, or both tables. So this is quite an interesting situation. Yeah. Ooh. He's decelerated through that white, through the cue ball there. I think he wanted to be able just a touch higher so we can get into this, to move this yellow. This is going to be a huge shot. Ooh. And Simon has also given up a big miss as well. So I'd say that Gino comes in here, maybe checks it up, drops his red into the middle, plays the other red into the corner to run across. Okay. Ooh, big foul. Gino here's again. It's almost got himself in a position where he's almost being forced to have a dip here. He's got 2 difficult balls left on the table. Not exactly the position you really want to see yourself in.
Exactly, yeah.
And that's what happened when he decelerated on that must pot shot before to get position to make this out. But mind you, and then he still would have been across here, would have been snookered. So yeah, so there's Scott's very attacking, but even here, I'd be interesting how he plays. I'd play with the right hand red, bottom left, run around, or you play this with top, run into the other 2. You really have to commit to one or the other. This is a very dangerous situation for Scotty to be in, because
I think Raji's just going to push this.
yeah.
Yellow in.
The thing is, because it's such a free shot as well, it's probably going to drop.
Ooh.
You see, and the way the nap is as well, and a little bit of wear, it just holds. And here, you've almost got a free shot as well. You can clip this. It's Gino on the other hand. He's now in all sorts. Expect these 2 side reds to be massively in play for him.
Yep.
As your freebie, it would be interesting if you choose to when you play those, how you play them. Gino, on the other hand, is actually in quite a good little groove here.
Yeah, I like that shot.
Yeah.
Because he's covered that left cushion, so. Yeah.
Yeah, so you almost want to be making sure you're playing this off the two cushions, the side cushion, the top cushion. It's just looking to see if you can get onto it. Even if you have to half swerve into it, come around so it gripping on the top cushion. The reason behind it is if you miss, you want to be pushing that red towards the side rail. But ideally you get it on just clip the yellow, push the red down so it's the three reds touching each other. Here we look. I would definitely be looking at the bottom three to make sure that nothing is a ball onto a ball here.
Yep.
If so, you could just play the little just trickle up snooker just to make sure, and then come up to your problematic area.
Yep.
Because you don't want this to be half. Yeah.
Oh.
He didn't need to do that. That ball that he just played was stopping the across the table escape as well.
Yeah.
So he could have played one of these two to open it up to put over the middle, which then creates the linkage ball to get the other body out. Now he's almost forcing himself into playing the long linkage balls. And the long snookers, and they just don't quite sit right up against the ball. They're there or thereabouts, but they're not quite.
Oh,
It's very, very lucky, I'd
that's
say.
a good
That's incredibly
attempt.
lucky that he's kept that yellow on the table. Yeah, here you push the red straight down. You put the yellow on the outside of the red, and you screw down the table for a shot to nothing, or you give yourself a slight angle so the white comes across the table to snooker in behind the red that's up there. Or you play this red into the corner pocket, screw back into the side red on the table. That's probably what he's going to do. But then that's why you really want to make sure that there's not a ball onto a ball here. Definitely good enough, but which one do you choose? The first one you're punching in to run around off the two cushions. You come up the table. And on the other table, Gino's having a fair dip at this because he's got the free yellow at the end of the table.
Yeah.
This is really fraught with danger because of the simple one cushion escape.
Yeah, it's portable.
That's a really nice shot there by Ibsy on the other side.
Great shot.
He really locked it all up. There's always he's making him back himself. Yeah, I would possibly try to look for a little snooker, but yeah. And Dan punched this in, side cushion, top comes around, and he leaves himself straight for the black. And that kind of shows just how well Gino's been queuing the ball just to to play the two-baller there.
Oh,
Dan. And yeah, sometimes when you're playing so well, and you're just trying to get balls to sit over pockets or just do little things, so you're getting it. Mind you, I think he was trying to play a shot to nothing, and he was very fortunate. There's a tail. That tells us a fair bit.
curious what he'll do here. Is he
I would probably look to play a little snooker.
snooker? Yeah.
Mind you, this is a lot easier shot than you think. All you have to do is get it to go just past the pocket, and then that will pull it into it without coming down on it like that. Lovely touch there by Gino. This is a real freebie, though.
Mhm.
Oh, that's unlucky, mate.
Yeah, I can leave him behind.
Basically, he's got a shot to nothing, stun up the table, or drag up the table, drag onto it.
Yep.
Crazy to be even looking at this red close. I don't have a clue why he's playing it this way, but he's at the table. That was fraught with danger.
Is that on?
Even if it's not on, because he's swerving it into it, the natural way that you're swerving onto it, you're actually going to throw it towards the pocket as well. All he has to really do is just think good contact, and he pretty much will pot this. When the
It's not too bad.
Ebbs has really muscled his way, and that is pressure. That is pressure. Oh, and here we go as well. Well, it could have been a nice little simple tap into the middle. This isn't an easy shot. I know he's kind of got cover.
Yeah, I think because the black is
But that is...
reduces the pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a huge miss.
He stabbed at it too.
And now the Assassins can finish this match.
Oh,
They can wrap it up.
jeez.
It's one
This is
black. That's the other
two
black.
I really think that the Assassins will be kicking themselves there. I mean, the
What a
Pool Sharks will be
finish.
kicking themselves there. However,
Wow.
yeah, this is the sort of match that you really wouldn't want to replay and watch again if you were the Pool Sharks. But I'd almost urge them to. They've just been a little bit. They just forgot to bring the polish out, and just finish or really keep the pressure on as well. They're probably missing one or two smart tactical frames to deflate the sails tonight. Maybe in hindsight. That's not to take anything away from the Assassins. They have bound together well. They've stuck together. They may have been in their little circle quite far away from us and the table and the cameras, but Dave Kelleher picking up the extra 2, maybe 3 wins as well after going none from 2 at the start of the night. Big mention there, you could say. And then on top of that, a few of the other guys that have been playing quite well. It's Simon Ibbs, who really got 2 out of 5. You wouldn't expect that. And 2 out of 5 from Dave Kelleher. You wouldn't expect that again. So you have to really take your hat off to Scotty, 4 out of 5. And you know, to be fair, a couple of fortunate errors, fortunate frames with some big doubles, big, big snookers really when they came up with.
Yep.
And he almost was down a little bit at the start of the night, and then he just seemed to bounce into a nice little spot.
Yeah, it's like high risk, high reward, right? I think he went for it. I think he was attacking. He went for all his doubles. He went for all his shots, and yeah, ended up with 4 out of 5. So well done to score it.
Ronnie, 4 out of 5, has also been brilliant to have around as well. It's really, really great to see him enjoying his pool and being back. Here we go. So Clint's going to play. He's looking to go out here, so he's going to pot this, run through into the face of the yellow. Yeah, and just kills the yellow. He'll then play. He's got the opportunity or the option of the ball onto the ball, or he'll play. He'll get screw back. I think he might screw back here. What comes out okay. Perhaps, yeah, he's got a little bit of work to do here. So perhaps drag this ball, drag the left hand of the middle reds into the middle pocket, kill the white, drop it in. Oh, he's going to go straight for this must pass.
It's a great shot.
I think that's showing how much weeks he's had off. Really, is just starting to time the ball. And a little bit late in the night to be timing it. To be fair, but it's nothing to do with the pressures off. This is all just to do with just timing and him just being away from the table for a month or a round and a half. But it's also why he's so good as well. You have that much time off, you just jump back in 4 or 5 frames later. You're starting to time the ball well.
Yeah.
That's terrible by Clint. Sorry. He definitely should have been right behind that, but he'll drag this in with a little bit of right, or stun this in with a touch of right. Could possibly use, or might come off that. Yeah. So he's checked it up. Make sure. Here you might play into the side of the yellow to put the yellow on the side cushion, but you've already got pretty much a cluster up the tail. He's just okay. So happy will go if you can get to the side yellow first.
It's not easy. It's
yellow onto a yellow, or puts the So
it's
just
perfect.
creates.
It's
Just
perfect.
keeps them nice and close as well.
It's a really
Now
good shot.
a bit of your issue here though is that,
You can call this.
geez, yeah,
It's a hard
it's-
swerve, but
he's not letting it bounce out too much to begin with.
oh, what a
shot.
shot! What a shot!
I mean, 12-13. But I think that the Retrovision Pool Sharks would be kicking themselves there. And the Assassins, they should be very, very happy with a lot of those wins. Yeah, we'll see if we can get the winning captain on for a couple of questions. Yeah, g'day guys. Winning captain here for the interview is Wayne Gilmore from the Assassins. Great win tonight there, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, they got us last time, 13-12, so we turned it around this time. But good to see a lot of their players starting to play good. Ron's playing a hell of a lot better than what he did in the first round against us. So any team that he's in, you know they're going to play pretty hard at you, and Clint as well. Very solid. But for us, Sham Baker, mate, for his age, he plays very well. You know what I mean?
Brilliant touch.
Yeah. And look, couple of guys haven't played Super League before. I mean, Scotty, Dave, Simon Ibbs hasn't played for many a year. He's playing awesome. You know what I mean? So we just keep plugging away, and try and get the wins as we can, you know?
As it came into the second round, I think it was 5-all, and I felt that the Assassins, you guys just kept on plugging the gaps, taking your wins when you got them, taking your chances, and the Pool Sharks probably let some momentum slip, and they had an interview and looked at it, and Dave Callagher, which is probably a standout player for the first part of this round, wasn't doing that well, and I thought, wow, you guys got a lot of positives here.
Yeah, at the end of the third round we had a bit of a talk, and I was just saying to the boys, look, we're giving the games up, they're not taking games off us. So all we have to do is just keep the pressure on every time. Win or lose, just keep the pressure on. And sometimes you win them, sometimes you lose them, but if you can keep that pressure on, hopefully you'll end up on the better side of the ledger at the end of the night. And tonight I think, you know, that worked for us, you know.
I think that definitely showcased exactly what you guys were talking about, because I thought that there were a lot of players where they probably had the better run, or there's a few little bits and pieces that you didn't quite come out your way, and then you were able to create snookering opportunities and really gritted a lot of wins.
Yeah, look, when you win 13-12, if you go back and have a look at some of the games, I mean, look, they could have won 15-10, you know, and vice versa. We could have won 15-10. So very hard to say that we deserved it, but I do think that on all the games played, I think we probably deserved the 13-12, you know. That's
Yes.
hard to say, but I just thought we played the better pool over the night, that's all.
Yes, definitely showing your experience there with Sean was exceptional.
Yeah.
I don't think he went to sit a ball over a pocket that didn't cover both sides of the bag all night without putting the ball dead over the pocket to make it an easy rotation shot.
Yeah, look, Shan's been playing for that long, seriously. My father didn't even know he was going to have me when Shan started playing, you know. So, yeah, I mean, look, he's the only guy I know that's got a signed copy of the Bible, you know. So, look, he plays really well. I'm so happy to have him in the side. And, look, I'm happy to have Dave, Scotty, Simon Ibbs. Like, they really try every week, even though they might not be the best players on paper. Yep. They try the hardest out of anyone. So, yeah.
That's what it really comes down to, though, the camaraderie, the way you guys supported each other. I thought that it was very, very solid. It didn't look like there was any panicking, and if there was anything, you definitely didn't show it.
Yeah, well, that's probably what we try and do the most. Even when someone plays a bad shot, you just don't say that. You give the positives, forget the negatives. Everyone plays bad shots. Everyone loses the easy games. But you just say next time, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it works out well. At the end, we won, so I couldn't be happier with the guys.
Well, that's pretty much your mantra there, Wayne. They call you Happy Gilmore. But a lot of people over the years have rated you as the best state manager they've had, and that's pretty much comes down to what you just said there, keeping everyone happy.
Yeah, mate. Well, listen, I'd love to keep talking, mate,
Thank
but
you very much.
I've got to go back to the golf
too.
course in the morning, so take it easy, mate, and thank you very much for everyone watching. Cheers.
Thank you very much for watching.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Good night, buddy.
Thank you very much, mate. Appreciate it. It was a hard one, hey. It was,
Mate, like I said, they could have won 15-10.
and I was thinking to myself, coming in, and then went 1, 2, 3 with sitting it right on the back cushion. And I went, ooh, here we go. Maybe the balls are going to start running this